welcome to Tuesday Mornings with Luann and Tim. Actually, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is Mornings with Luann and Tim. If you are a regular viewer, which you can be, all you have to do is find ONNtv.
They did.
Good morning.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, preaching to the choir. Tell your friends, please. We need a viewer
I think we might be at 9 now, viewers.
Yeah, whoa, stop it.
Yeah, we picked up
We're
one more.
almost at double digits.
Yay! The Met Gala.
Holy macaroni, what an event.
So I remember.
We need to go next year.
Okay. We should have gone this year.
Next year we'll have to interview people on the red carpet.
It's the pink carpet at the Met Gala.
Oh, it's the pink one.
Pink carpet.
Oh, who even knew?
So it's this big. I never even knew what the Met Gala was until last year. We started this show, and the Met Gala happened shortly after we debuted.
Right.
Mornings with Luann and Tim, and I really had not paid much attention to what it is. So it's at the Metropolitan Museum, right?
Yeah, and it's a fashion.
I thought it was the Met like opera, but it's not opera. It's the Metropolitan Museum.
Yes.
And it's a fundraiser for the actual museum of, I think it said fashion and costumes or art, and fashion.
Yeah.
So this year the theme this year was camp. It was called the Met Gala Goes Camp. That was based on Susan Sontag 1964 essay, Notes on Camp, wherein she says to talk about camp is to betray it. Camp is like, I don't know how.
Over the top.
Over the top.
Like goofy over the top.
And so they had co-hosts. Here's the list of co-hosts. Harry Styles, Lady Gaga, Serena Williams, and Alessandra Michele, who I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
But the other are very famous.
Yeah.
So anyway, the whole idea is you get like all these outfits and it's all a parade of costumes.
And each year has a different theme.
And this year's theme was camp. So there were some really remarkable outfits. Celine Dion represented Canada very well. She wore an outfit.
Wow.
It was
and you know what? It's her Friday night outfit.
There she is, Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal for her. It wasn't a reach.
Look at that. Now, apparently, she said in an interview, "I don't know what camp is." She doesn't. I can't do a French accent. I don't know what camp is. And someone on Twitter said that's because she lives it every day of her life.
Yeah, she is camp.
That headpiece. 10 kilograms, over 20 pounds on her
Whoa.
head. Can you imagine for an entire evening?
Imagine the knots in her shoulders at the end.
So then,
seriously,
imagine how stupid Katy Perry felt when she showed up in her version of camp, which looked like a cheap Lumiere chandelier compared to.
She looked like a cartoon.
Look at her.
Like, look at that.
That's silly.
You so don't even know. And plus, she has thick legs. I'm happy to report, ladies and gentlemen. I ran over to Tim's computer. We were getting ready for this opening this morning, and he goes, "Oh, look here's Katy Perry," and I went, "Oh, she has legs just like mine." I'm so thrilled. No ankles, no knees.
It's like her thighs go into her shoe.
Yeah. Just like mine.
That's not true about you, because I looked at you today. I was like, "That's not true." But she just kind of. But no, I mean, she just looks silly. And how do you go pee?
You know what? It's so funny.
She short-circuited herself taking a whiz.
Yeah.
I said that.
You did on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
You know what though? It's interesting how two ideas can be presented.
What?
And Celine Dion, in my mind, pulled it off. And Katy Perry looked like a knockoff of that. You know what I mean?
She looked like a Walmart version of it.
Right?
Hey, then there was...
Was her butt crack showing?
No, but
that's the case.
No, but wait till you see... I'm so glad you said butt crack. Because your friend Kim Kardashian shows up. Now look at the... Michael, if you can... There's a word for that. It's when it's called not sheared. When you have those drapes that go like Russian blinds that are like...
Oh, yeah.
Gathered up, there's a word for that.
Ruching?
Right up the crack of her... It looks like her dress is sucked up the crack of her bum.
Well then.
It's a bad place to do ruching.
I think that she probably was a little worried we wouldn't notice her bum.
They could see it from the space station.
I don't understand. Tell me again how she did not do something to her bum.
It has its own zip code.
Right? I mean, I know, like, booty is cool, but...
Anyway, that was the Met 71st, 71 years they've been doing that.
Imagine and then the very first person in drag showed up.
The very first drag queen ever.
She looked...
Aquay.
She looked
RuPaul
stunning.
was there too, but he was in a suit.
Yeah, I showed Tim a picture of Aquay, and he goes, "Oh, she's kind of understated for a drag queen." She should have purple hair or something.
Okay, it's a date next year. Let's go.
Yeah,
it's on a
wouldn't that
Sunday.
be
We don't
fun?
have a show.
Yeah, we could do
We have
that.
to fly back from New York on Monday morning.
Oh,
You
we'll
know?
take the red eye. We'll take the red eye, darling. And then someone came in on a throne, not a throne.
Who did? With one of those you carry?
Yeah, but over their heads. Men were carrying him in over his head.
Him?
Over
A guy?
their head. You know how like the Cleopatra look?
but over the heads?
Yeah, they were like carrying him up like this on a platform. Neo? I forget who it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then Lady Gaga. Stop it.
Oh, Lady Gaga's costume. She wore 4 different outfits on the pink carpet
Just
when she
walking
arrived.
into the building. She changed 4 times.
It took her 17. Okay, that was the first outfit. There were 3 more underneath that. There's the 3rd outfit. And then that's okay. She ended up, it was 16 minutes and 50 seconds for her to go through her 4 outfits while everybody just stood there and took pictures.
Now there's camp, right? Can she do camp? Remember the egg at the Oscars?
That is absolutely
She
camp.
invented camp.
Meat dress,
Yeah, the meat dress, absolutely.
camp. Yep.
Yeah, I could do camp.
I'm kind of like Celine Dion. Camp is my life.
Yeah, camp is your
Hey,
thing.
green ribbon.
Green ribbon.
That's a Mental Health Awareness Week month. I think it's Mental Health Awareness Week month, but this is Children's Mental Health Day.
Day today.
Children's mental health. You see, we have to pay attention to our young people
And tell them that it's okay to not be okay.
yeah.
It's okay. You know what? You're a kid. I'm the adult. I'm going to take care of this for you. Let's go see.
Yeah.
Let's go see someone.
And
That's
just
what-
to keep the conversations
you know what?
open.
Youth, my goodness, they have so much. Their stuff is different than the stuff that we grew up with.
It's not like
that
playing
they're
baseball
carrying
in the
around
back
with them.
driveway anymore.
Oh God, no! Driving home before the lights, the street lights come on because you're going to be late, and
Yeah.
there's none of that, you know. And it's a shame, but comes some good things, and then comes some bad things.
And the
with it.
stress and then knowing too much too young
Right.
happens because of
Right,
where
and
we are. So we
bullying
got to
is
protect our youth. And
Social media has become a medium for bullying, and to the extent where people are
committing
publishing-
suicide at the age of 9.
and publishing pictures of girls and boys in their underwear and making fun of them and making sure they see it and
Be aware.
oh
be aware.
my word,
Do
let's
some
protect
research.
the kids.
Protect the kids.
Oh, speaking of kids,
What? Oh, you're happy. She loves the royal family, right, folks?
I don't like all the royal
I
family.
mean, you like the
I
concept.
like the brothers. I like Will and Harry.
You do.
I think I like Harry better, but Will's so Diana.
Harry
Anyway,
seems like fun.
doesn't he? Meghan and Harry had a little baby boy. You've probably heard by now. 7 pounds, 3 ounces. And he came outside of Windsor Castle. And nobody kind of
Harry
knew.
did, not the 7 pound, 3 ounce baby.
No. He's not walking yet.
I know, I just thought he came out of Windsor Castle. Whee!
There's the cameras, honey. Get at it. It's going to be a long life.
Now, this isn't. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so he
Harry came out.
He was so proud and bashful, and he looked like any normal father for the very first time.
Who lives in a castle.
Right.
Any normal father who lives in a castle. That's what he
But that's
looked
what
like.
everybody was talking about, how it was so informal. Nobody
Right.
knew exactly how this was going to go, because Buckingham Palace, when there's a baby born, they actually have the guards come out in the front patio. and
The patio?
Yeah, and they post it on a little piece of cardboard saying, yeah, guess what, he's been born. Well, now with social media, like who even looks at that thing? But he came out, and there was no announcement as to whether or not they were going to come out together, or if there was going to be a personal. He came out and he said, I can't believe what women do. It blows my mind.
Did he say that?
He did.
Really, hey?
He said, I am so proud of my wife.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was giddy. He was
he?
like, he was just so full of joy. It was awesome to see. That poor kid's got nothing going for him, though.
No.
On welfare, you
no
know,
future.
ugly parents.
But we did sort of have a preface that she was not going to be making an appearance.
Yes,
they made that
yes,
clear.
yeah,
and
that
was
was
that
for
breaking
sure.
protocol, or
Yes,
not necessarily
big time.
protocol,
Yeah.
but tradition?
Absolutely.
For her not to come
She
walking
said,
out
yeah, you know
all
what?
dressed up in a suit carrying a newborn.
2 hours later, I'm not coming
Not
out
doing
carrying
it.
the
Not
baby
doing
because, you know, I don't need to. And
No.
she doesn't, right? And he's 7th in line to be the king. So we got to get killing people off there so he can be the king.
All right then. That's a lovely way to start our morning. Let's overthrow the royal family.
We'll take him down.
Hey, Strive Young Professionals.
Yes.
They're on the show this morning. Ashley Gerard's going to visit me and tell me about something. There's something coming up. I don't know what it is. We're going to find out. And also Walk for Change coming up in the second part. In the middle of all of that, you have the news.
I do.
And what a beautiful day it is. Enjoy this Tuesday with us on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Listen to them. Children of the night.
Alive! It's alive!
At 4:45, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at 4:45, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
Whitefish Island?
I hope so.
Betcha.
I hope we get to go wherever that's a
It's
pretty
beautiful.
spot. Ashley Gerard is here from Strive Young
morning.
Professionals. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's been a while since you've been on the show.
It has, at least a few months.
Okay.
Was it the gala maybe the last time that we were here?
Probably. I think we did a follow-up on the gala, didn't we?
So it would have been January or February.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Winter's done.
Yay!
Yay!
Spring in the Sault.
Yes.
Driving to work this morning, that sun coming in on my, it's one of
So
my favorite
lovely.
things.
So lovely.
What's going on with Strive? You got some events coming up or what?
We do. So our young professionals group in town.
First of all, you know what?
Yes.
Just in case people don't know, Ashley, give us a little
Sure.
background, a little backgrounder on Strive Young Professionals.
All right.
Who are you? What do you do?
Perfect. So Strive Young Professionals Group is the Chamber of Commerce's
Chapter version,
young
like-
professionals. So it's catered to the under 40 demographic in Sault Ste. Marie. And what we do is we focus on providing opportunities for professional development and networking, business exchange contacts locally.
Okay, how long has it been around now? Do you
We
know?
are going on 6 or 7 years.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow,
It's
that's
been
gone by quickly.
quite a ride. Yes, it's been very exciting. So I've been involved for 4 years.
4 years,
Yeah.
and your role with Strive Young
So I'm the
Professionals?
chair of Strive Young Professionals Group.
And the board is made up of a bunch of young business people in Sault Ste. Marie, right?
All volunteers and everyone from, oh my goodness, from entrepreneurs to OLG employees to
Yeah.
pension. We're very diverse.
Very diverse.
Yes.
Which is great because then everybody can say, this is what would benefit our business, this is what would benefit what we do, this is what our people are looking for, this is what we, so you're filling in sort of gaps and finding where there's a need for development.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And one of the ways that we do that, and we've kind of partnered with other young professional networks across Ontario to celebrate Young Professionals Week.
Oh, when is that?
That is May 13th to the 19th.
Hey, cool. That's next week.
It is next week. So what we've done in the past is we roll out a elaborate social media campaign, and we're able to feature a lot of our young professionals to let the community know who's out there, what they're doing, and kind of the waves that they're making in the community. This year we're going to be hosting a YP showcase, so we call young professionals YPs.
Okay, gotcha.
So a YP showcase hosted by Strive at the Water Tower Inn, and we're inviting the community to come out and get to know those people in the, like our young professionals, who are the people who are going to be leading in the future, or leading right now. Yes.
It's open to the public.
It is.
Okay, one of the things that I like about Strive and all that you stand for is these are all people who have used their entrepreneurial spirit to find a way to stay in Sault Ste. Marie, to survive in Sault Ste. Marie, and you're basically creating employment opportunities and how would you say it? Being able to work and live and play in a city you love because you're developing your business.
We're creating the environment that we want to be in.
Right, okay.
And when we talk
proactive.
Exactly. And when we talk about entrepreneurial spirit, it's not solely for entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Anybody can have that spirit. So if you are creating change and innovation in your own industry or if your own profession, we still want, like, we are so open to all types of work, the workforce,
right?
And we really get stuck in that whole entrepreneur mindset.
Okay, right.
But it's more of a spirit than it is an actual profession.
Good for you. Okay, thanks for setting that straight.
Every time.
So now so this is when the Water Tower Inn, on what date again? Sorry.
It's May 16th, so Thursday evening.
Yeah.
It's open to the public from 6 to 9, and we have vendors as well. They're not selling anything, so they're not vendors. They're showcasing all of the wonderful things that they've done, are doing in Sault Ste. Marie.
Okay.
And we also have 6 guest speakers coming in.
Ooh.
So they're quick little TED Talks, just professional development, sharing their experience, and they're
motivational,
all
informational.
Young professionals.
They're all local, the speakers?
Every single one. So it's really exciting that we get to give them
showing off the range of your membership. Nice.
Yes.
What about, so if we're at the Water Tower, and I'm guessing, is there any food involved?
Well, yes, of course.
Yeah.
How can you not? How can you not? So it's free for anyone to enter. So
free?
Yes, food will be there. We have a cash bar, coffee bar, whatever your preference is at 6 p.m. We will have it there for you.
3 hours long?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So you could go after dinner, you could go
whenever you feel like.
You could go for dinner, just eat a lot of appetizers.
We'll be posting the schedule for the speakers, so if there's a topic that you resonate more with, and we would invite you to come out. We want you to come out for the whole evening, but we understand busy YP schedules. So.
But come and go. Just come and go. Just find it and get information. Just show up and learn more. Or as you say, just show up and meet who these people are. You know what else would be kind of cool? If people from like the college or the university actually came by to see what young people, not that much older than they are
actually doing. Yes.
So you could say, I'm studying this. Is there any way that I could do what you're doing, and how did you do it? A chance to talk to people to find out how did you become a young professional in Sault Ste. Marie.
And when we're talking about bringing in the university and the college, we are working with them on an ongoing basis.
Do you already do that?
In an informal way. We love students, and our executive, but also our membership, are very open to exploring mentorship opportunities. So if you are a university or college student, this is an excellent opportunity. It's really casual just to come and find somebody who has a name tag on, who may know something about the executive, or even just locally, like just talk to anyone, because that's what it's set up for. So.
Right. Do you have an idea of a couple of the speakers right now that you might want to?
I do.
Do you mind mentioning a couple?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We're going to be having local business owner of Odd Job Jacks, Curtis McDermott. He's a serial entrepreneur.
Wait a minute. I remember Curtis McDermott. He came back to the Sioux also?
He did. He's back.
Do you know how I knew Curtis? He worked at Root River Golf Club at Bar Sandy's restaurant. I think he was like a dish pit and then did salads and stuff. And he went away. He moved out west, I think. Married with a child now, no?
2.
2, and he's back See, this is
And
the
he's
stuff
back.
This
And
is the stuff I love.
I'm so happy you
Ashley?
mentioned that, because the other speaker I would like to mention right now is Jane McGoldrick. So owner of J. Caroline's, doing amazing things in the downtown.
And she has something in the works.
And
Has she talked about it yet?
I don't know.
Okay, we won't talk. We'll let her.
We'll
I
let
don't know
her
whether
tell
she's
everyone.
announced it publicly, but it's a really interesting project.
Yeah, so Jane signed up. She's another returnee to Sault Ste.
Yes.
Marie. Katrina Francella.
Oh my gosh, Coach Katrina!
Yes.
I love her. She's
Very
been on the show lots of
exciting.
times.
It's very exciting. And then we also have an M&R representative.
Yeah?
She's going to be speaking more to her own experience, but Stephanie Morania, she's recent to Sault Ste. Marie, so she just moved here a few years ago.
So welcome to people
Welcome
who
to
are
the
coming,
Sault,
who are
yeah.
making this their home for the first
Yes.
time. Excellent. So let's just go over the details one more time. So it's Young Professionals. We're celebrating, what is it?
YP Week,
Young Professionals Week, starting
Ontario.
next week, May 13th.
May 13th.
Okay, and to honor that, a big party at the Water Tower Inn.
On Thursday, May 16th from 6 to 9.
p.m. No
No
admission.
cover charge, no nothing.
Come in for some free snacks,
Yes.
cash bar,
Yes.
coffee bar,
Yes.
and meet the young professionals and hear these inspirational speakers.
Please do.
You
Thank
just
you
start.
so
You know
much.
what? I was saying I need another cup of coffee, but now I don't.
Good.
You have
That's what we're here
a
for.
fabulous energy. Ashley Gerard from Strive Young Professionals. Thanks for being here.
Thank you
where
so
can we
much.
check stuff out? You have a website, don't you?
Always
Or
Facebook first.
Facebook first.
It will be on the website, but Facebook has everything you need to know.
And is it just
Hashtag YP Week.
Strive Young Professionals
Yes.
Facebook?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All you need to know. And Luann's coming right back to tell us some more about what we need to know or don't need to know. Because it's Tuesday on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
This is ONNtv.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true. With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
I just discovered my chair rocks.
Yeah, he's thrilled.
I love
Mine
this.
doesn't though. Like what?
She went to do hers. She was like, bang. Oh,
They just
this
they're
is fun.
worried that I'll do that and then just flip right over
over.
and never come back, and then I'll sue them and get on compensation.
Speaking of suing, nice segue. Thanks for
you.
that.
Hey, 4:45. Have to mention 4:45, our sponsor this month. Thank you so much. Ashman Street, Sioux, Michigan. Go check it out. Speaking of
Suing. Okay,
Suing.
the parent in the Calgary area, Foothills School Division. There's a school called Red Deer Lake School. Okay, they have a grade 2 class. It's got 47 kids in it. and 2 teachers. Now the parents are a little upset because they don't think that this is going well.
And Doug Ford doesn't even live there.
No, and one mother actually pulled her kid out of the class. And I guess they've been trying to get answers from the school division for months, and the parents are frustrated. And they're saying they're not getting the answers they want, and they don't like this 47 kids in one class with 2 teachers. They don't think it's great, and so they've been getting pretty vocal about it. In particular, Jillian Colburn, who spoke to CBC News about it. 2 days later, not just Jillian, but a whole bunch of parents got cease and desist letters from a law firm hired by the school district.
Stop it.
Your dialogue has gone beyond being, that's her right there. She's being cease and desist. If
That's
she keeps talking about it, they're going to sue her.
I would find any platform that I could, and I would
said that it's no longer constructive dialogue, that it's now going into professional slander, like she's slandering the teachers and just
productive dialogue? Are you kidding me? What's productive about 47 kids in a classroom?
Somebody said it's like taking a sledgehammer to a fly. It's like, couldn't they try to sit down with us maybe some more? Because
negotiate a little bit? But no, we're going to get a
law firm.
Apparently, they have enough money to hire a law firm, right?
But they can't hire another teacher.
And instead of sitting down with mom and saying, okay, you know what, I know you're upset, but this is how we're doing, this is why, whatever.
That would trigger me to just go harder.
Me too. Give me a microphone.
And then I'd be like, you know what, okay, you want to cease and desist? You want to take me to court? Because wait till the witnesses I'm going to call to talk about how we tried to get your attention and you didn't listen.
Exactly. I'd go right back to CBC.
Honestly.
Want to chat again?
Hey, the Green Party is doing well in this country.
Yes.
They got their 2nd federal seat in BC in a by-election. 2 seats for the Green Party.
Great.
I like the Greens.
You know what? I remember when I first heard about the Greens, I was working at another job and interviewing someone who had just decided they were going to be a candidate. And I thought, my goodness. And this was 15, 16 years ago.
When everybody's like, no.
No, never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
And in a way to go. And in another way, gosh, it took so long.
Yes.
Boy, they're so dedicated and loyal to what they believe that they're still here.
They're smart. They
are
practical.
Yes.
Also, I think that their existence has forced other parties to really consider the things that are on their platform that are appealing to voters and saying, oh, you know what, maybe we should include that in our platform too. I think they've been really important for raising awareness around the country.
I think so.
And it's not just about the environment. There's so many other things that they've raised awareness about.
Single-use plastics is such a huge, that is such a huge issue.
And also, they're for responsible governing, fiscal responsibility.
Yes.
They're more of a social party, I believe, that they want people to share the wealth.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Speaking of climate change, in 2012, on this date, paleoclimatological research, that's a great word.
He rehearsed for 15 minutes.
Paleoclimatological research.
Spell it.
No, it's too long. Claimed that dinosaur flatulence may have warmed the Earth. Dinosaur farts caused global warming. People, you know
Talk about smog.
You know what that means? One dinosaur fart could warm the Earth. Can you imagine what we're all doing?
Especially you.
There goes the ozone layer.
We have news coming up on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Certainly hope that you stay with us, despite him. Thanks for watching. We'll be back right after this.
Despite me.
This is ONNtv.
With 3 brands to choose from Kawasaki, Suzuki, and CF Moto, visit one of our 4 showrooms today and speak with our knowledgeable, friendly, and enthusiastic staff who will be happy to help you with all of your motorsports needs.
Enjoy life, enjoy the ride, Bud Robinson Motorsports.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
In the beginning, there was nature. The oceans, the forests, the mountains. And so, history was passed on, and memories took shape, defining us, uniting us, creating a legacy that's ours to preserve, and ours to celebrate. Beauty amazing, got a kiss from the sun, and that thing will be blazing. I'm dreaming, dream catches, catching on my field, catches for us run, running the river to the right of relax us jump, jumping to the beat, birds flying to the creek, part of the plan, dirt on my feet, feeling the breeze, feeling that beat it, I beat it, the beast, feeling that peace, feeling that ease, hold up, can't be fighting the feeling I need. A message from the Government of Canada.
On April 29th, officers with the Sault OPP and Northeast Region Crime Unit started an investigation of sexual assault. The reported incident occurred during the month of August in 2018 in Tilley Township. As a result of the investigation, a 62-year-old Sioux man was charged with sexual interference, sexual assault, and failing to comply with probation. The accused is scheduled for court on May 13th. Sault MP Terry Sheehan recently announced that as a result of Budget 2019, the City of Sault Ste. Marie's federal gas tax allocation will be topped up with a one-time doubling of funding. The additional infrastructure funding of more than $4,786,000 will bring the federal gas tax funding for local infrastructure this year to over $9.5 million. In addition to the doubling of federal gas tax funding for communities, Canada signed a bilateral agreement transferring $11.9 billion to the province of Ontario in March 2018 for various infrastructure projects, including roads, sewers, community recreation, public transit, green transportation, rural and northern communities. The federal government continues to encourage the Ford government to open up infrastructure intakes so that local communities can take advantage of the money which has been transferred to the province. A longtime foster mother, her biological daughter, and 3 children she was raising as her own have been identified now as the victims of a fire that leveled a home in a remote Indigenous community in northern Ontario last week. The Big Trout Lake First Nation said that Geraldine Chapman, who is 47, her 6-year-old biological daughter, Shira Chapman, and 3 foster children, 7-year-old Haley Chapman, 9-year-old Carl Cutfeet, and 12-year-old Angel McKay, were killed when the blaze gutted their lakeside home on Thursday. Geraldine's eldest daughter, 19-year-old Thyra Chapman, was out of town on a medical trip at the time of the blaze. City Council passed a motion during last night's meeting to implement a one-year parking bylaw enforcement pilot through a third-party organization. Previously, city police were in charge of parking enforcement along with their other duties, and higher priority calls made response to parking issues slow. In a report, city police recommend a third-party vendor to provide the city with parking bylaw enforcement. Under the new model, the police would perform the proper background review on the call and would simply notify the third party for the enforcement, providing them with the information to attend and issue the appropriate enforcement or tow. The vendor would then report back to the police so the action could be documented in the call for service. Council's approval means that the city can now go ahead and authorize staff to issue a request for proposal. The results of this pilot project will be brought back to Council as part of the 2020 budget decision process.
We believe Jasmine and Aaliyah were killed sometime between Tuesday, April 16th and Wednesday, April 17th.
Calgary police say they have found remains that they believe to be of Jasmine Lovett and her 22-month-old daughter, Aaliyah Sanderson. A man who police say was in a relationship with Lovett is in custody.
At approximately 4 a.m. this morning, members of the CPS located the bodies of a woman and child in Kananaskis. Although formal identification must be made by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, we believe we have located the remains of 25-year-old Jasmine Lovett and 22-month-old Aaliyah Sanderson. On behalf of the entire police service, we would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the Lovett and Sanderson families. Jasmine would have celebrated her 26th birthday last week, and this is truly a tragic loss.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsioux.ca.
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today to help construct this special one-of-a-kind monument. Visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
Every day, I walk for her.
Every city in Ontario has issues with parking like Sault Ste. Marie has. There's always something about parking in the news.
I keep telling you that. I keep telling you, parking's
Why
a huge
is it
issue.
such a huge thing in our city?
Because there is none.
Okay. Well, now, I guess if you own a company and you want to maintain parking meters, KC Security.
Not just parking meters, but
What?
the actual, give a ticket and follow through with it. The city police
Are there companies that do that already in existence that you hire?
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine so.
I don't know.
Well, city police just don't have the time, right? So what happens is, because they're on priority calls, the parking issues get put aside because, someone may have slashed their wrist or had a heart attack or, there's a fire.
Or overdosed.
Right. So parking, so there's this thing put forward to City Council, as you heard, and it's going to maybe be in the budget for 2020. So we'll have to wait and see.
Expensive.
Yes, it is. Game of Thrones, do you watch that?
No, we've discussed this. I don't watch anything to do
You know
with it. I
what?
don't like dragons and wizards and stuff.
See, I'm going to start watching
I don't like all this. It's all CGI. Isn't that what you call it, CGI? Green screen. It's all like done after the fact, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, are you going to start watching it?
I'm going to start watching it.
Why?
Because I'm very intrigued. Yeah, people who love it. And funny thing happened, though. Stephen Colbert was making fun of Game of Thrones in his intro last night, because right in the middle of one scene, it's kind of dark and it's like there's no ceiling holes. What am I trying to say? The windows, the ceiling.
Skylights?
Skylights. Yeah, there's no skylights in the castle. So it's
for a
dark. Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
Anyway, there's no skylights.
So he talks about, so it's always really, really dark. So he was joking around about how, it's cool because they're always introducing new characters. One just apparently got killed off. But there was, in one scene, a Starbucks coffee cup left in the scene.
Oh, look, there it is.
Look at that.
Continuity got in trouble.
You know what? That's
Who was the person on set who missed that? Hysterical.
Isn't that funny?
Keith, are you seeing this?
Yeah, Keith's going, oh my gosh,
how did they miss
brutal.
that? Someone didn't do their job.
Seriously. But then someone else said,
what?
I wonder if it was on purpose. Maybe they made a deal with
Product
Starbucks.
placement in Game of Thrones?
Because a bazillion people watch it. What are we talking about? The fact that this medieval
Starbucks.
show has this modern Starbucks coffee cup.
Tell me something, is it medieval or is it futuristic? I never know. Like, is Game of Thrones like historical, or is it like?
I think it's in historical times.
Is it?
Yes.
So are they saying that Starbucks has been around forever? That doesn't make any sense. That was a mistake. People are silly. Conspiracy theories. Stop it right now.
All right then. Brad Pitt, believe it or not, yesterday.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing okay. He's doing really good.
He was having some rough times there.
Yeah. He was asked in an interview, or he was actually going into a building, and one of the paparazzi said, so you and Jen are both single at the same time. Are you guys dating? And he actually stopped and turned around and he said, oh my God, really?
Are you ever going to give it up?
It's been 14 years.
People are just...
You know what, though? People just
Could you imagine doing that to somebody that you knew? Like,
right?
Hey, Joe Blow.
Yeah.
You and your wife broke up and now you're both divorced again. You're going to get back together?
Yeah.
In the grocery store?
It's like as if you ask somebody that.
You don't.
You don't. Again.
Get some manners, people.
Just say please.
Paparazzi.
Hey, you know what? Julian Assange is a lucky man. Pamela Anderson went to see him in prison.
Did you give him a bath? Because he's stinky.
Oh, Lord. And she says he's the world's most innocent man.
Oh, they're sleeping together.
Yeah, they did.
I know.
They did back in the day.
I understand that.
Like, you know what? I don't know why she would bother. Like,
honestly,
have a bath, buddy.
Cut your hair.
Maybe she brought him deodorant.
Shave.
Do something.
Do something.
Who's coming up?
Strong Minds.
Strong Minds.
Run for Change.
Ooh,
Amanda
awesome.
Lambert. Wait for this.
This sounds awesome,
In
you
about
guys.
a minute. We'll be right back.
I wanna let go. I wanna let go. I wanna let go.
Every day, I walk for change.
I had no idea you have never been on the show, Amanda.
I have not been.
You've come into the studio so many times. We've had meetings and talked about events and planning things, but you've never actually been on air.
This is my first time, so thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. So Amanda is the CEO of Strong Minds.
Yep.
Tell our friends what Strong Minds is, what it represents, and what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a registered health and exercise practitioner, and Strong Minds is a fitness-based therapy company. So we believe in doing other things besides going down the medication route. So we believe that physical activity helps with their mental and physical health.
Okay, when we were talking before the show, I remarked, I said, I was looking at how physically fit you are, and I said, wow, I really admire how your body is so, like, you just look like you're in great shape. And I said, I guess that's what you do, and you pointed out about the fact that...
I said that, thank you for the compliment, but I did say that the most important thing for me is that I have a healthy mind, and that's kind of why I developed this business, Strong Minds, is because, you know, you can look a certain way, but what I realized throughout my journey is that if we don't have a healthy mind, we're gonna develop some issues. So it's really important that we focus on our mental health.
Do you speak publicly about your journey?
I have
you gotten
at
up
the
and
Let's
talked
Talk. Yeah, I have.
Let's Talk you have.
Yeah, I shared my journey, and so I have, but
no, you don't have to right now. I was just curious. On Sunday there was the symposium, the Soya Symposium, right?
Yep.
That's Save Our Young Adults, and it's all about the opioid crisis that we're going through here in Sault Ste. Marie. Mama Bear, Connie Rayner Elliott.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and the folks from the funeral home. It was O'Sullivan's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
They're amazing too. So they put together this is their second year. They have speakers come in and talk about mental health and about substance use and misuse and about what we need in Sault Ste. Marie. You were there?
I was. Connie had asked if I would like to speak, so I kind of shared a little bit about my mental health journey and kind of why I developed Strong Minds.
Yep.
And it was an honor actually being asked to speak because she had to cut down the amount of speakers that were originally asked. So it was nice that they kept me.
You made the cut?
Yes.
Hey, but also you're helping out Soya, because they are one of the recipients of this is what we're here to talk about actually. Strong Mind's second annual Run for Change. You can walk too if you don't want to. 5 kilometers. So it's coming up this weekend on Saturday, May 11th. Okay.
Yeah. So actually on Sunday when I did my little presentation for Soya, I did say that part of the proceeds that are raised on Saturday I will donate to Soya so that they could start getting their center.
So all proceeds are going to mental health initiatives.
Yeah.
Soya is one of them.
Yeah.
And they really they need the help.
Yeah.
I mean,
we need something in the city for that. So
especially with all the cuts to funding right now, they're taking away injection sites. They're taking away all of these things that are ways for people who are substance abusers or people who are suffering from addiction. It's a way for them to connect within the community and to open up a dialogue. I mean, and they're taking that away. And so this is something that we can do to support that.
Definitely.
Because we're going to have to, this is grassroots. We're going to have to do it ourselves. Because the government doesn't see the benefit in it.
Right.
They're not getting it. So let's find out, how do we get involved in the second annual Run for Change?
Yep.
You started this.
I did. So I started it last year because I was going through some really big mental health struggles. So I wanted something to kind of keep myself balanced. So I decided to put together this this event. It's also because I feel very necessary that the community comes together and creates a little bit more awareness on mental health. Everyone can walk. I know that there are some people that are like, I'm not a runner, but you can definitely walk it. You can register at Eventbrite, Boathouse, or the day of. So
Boathouse is the store in the Station Mall, for those of you who may not know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go in and they're open. They got great hours in the Station Mall.
Jen, the manager at Boathouse, has educated their staff on the event. So if you go in, they're actually giving each registrant 15% off on Boathouse merchandise up until the event.
Thank you, Jen. That is so great. Nice support there. You've got a lot of support from some sponsors.
Do. Yeah, so Pita Pit is actually our food sponsor this year, so there's going to be some free pitas and smoothies. Pino's is our water sponsor. So
Pino's is doing the water.
Yeah.
Nice.
We also have the Healing Loft and Shooter's Lounge that are our business sponsors. So they've actually donated money, and they're putting a team in together. Yep. And
the Healing Loft is actually doing a yoga session.
Yeah, so post-run/walk, there's going to be a nice light yoga session for everyone to kind of cool down with, and Caitlin from the Healing Loft will be performing that.
And pet friendly, so if you have just a pet that you love, or if you have a service dog, or an emotional support dog, or animal, because I've seen ostriches. And the walk is going to be your route is beautiful.
Yes, so it's going to start at the Roberta Bonner Pavilion. It's going to go to the locks and back.
And back again.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we're going to pray for nice weather.
I know.
Cross our fingers, or maybe get a good dinosaur fart happening, because we know that causes global warming. And so now let's talk about registration. You did say Eventbrite and Boathouse, or on the day of.
Yeah, you can come up until the registration starts at 9 a.m. and the event starts at 10, but you can come right up until 10 o'clock and we'll get you.
So let's look at the spectrum. I am Tim Murphy. I'm all alone. I have no friends and no family, but I want to do the walk. I'm just going to show up with $35.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And for that, I'm going to get the pita and the smoothie and the yoga, and also knowing that I'm helping out mental health initiatives in Sault Ste. Marie and getting my exercise.
Yeah, if you're a student, $20.
Nice.
Also, if you're a student and need volunteer hours, please email me, because I can definitely help out with that.
No kidding?
Yeah, and then there's a group rate of up to 5. So $75, $15 per person.
That's great.
Yeah.
So if you've got 5 friends or more, up to 5?
Up to 5.
Up to 5. So you can create a group up to 5.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of 5 kids, so I could go with all my brothers and sisters, and we each pay $15 and we're in.
Yeah. It's Mother's Day weekend too, so if you want to bring your mom or grandma out and come for a nice Mother's Day walk, that'll be a good idea.
Do you think it's accessible? Do you know the route, right?
Yes.
What if let's say I have a mother who might be in a wheelchair or something? Is that accessible? Can I take them on that, or?
Yeah, because it's from the Roberta Bonner Pavilion. It's all the way to the boardwalk. So I think it will be okay.
Okay, I would think so too. And if not, you know what? You just sort of find another route and then rejoin whatever. It's all about actually participating.
That's exactly what it is. Last year, some people ran it, walked it. Some people walked halfway, turned back. You're
looking at about a 2-hour time frame, basically.
Yeah, so it's going to start at 10 o'clock, and then we're going to have the post yoga and then some food, so we'll probably be there for about 2 hours.
There you go. Beautiful way to spend your weekend down on the waterfront.
And it's a good way to end Children's Mental Health Week.
It is Children's Mental Health Week. I want to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Wasn't that bad, was it?
No,
better
not
than the
at
dentist. Amanda Lambert, CEO of Strong Minds. Come out and support the 2nd annual Run for Change. It's only 5 kilometers, and it's for a great cause. Mental health initiatives in Sault Ste. Marie. All the money staying local?
Yes.
Good for you.
Thanks
for being here. We'll be back with Luann right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No? Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
I don't know about you watching the show today, but that was such an uplifting episode of
My goodness.
Amanda and Ashley just like, wow, amazing
I am
positive
ready for my
energy.
day.
I want to go change the world right now. I've got so much energy. Thanks, ladies, and thanks for joining us to you out there. And thanks to Quarter to Five, our sponsor for this entire month on Ashland Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Everything starts off at $5, but at the end of the week it's a quarter. If you haven't checked it out, it's a lot of fun.
You really need to do it on Ashland Street. Such a fun store. Thanks so much for watching Wellness Wednesday tomorrow. See you then.